According to the Pew Research Center, the less education that you have, the more likely you are to be religious.
Yeah, I already addressed this in my last reply to you, which you just ignored. This is only correlative. There's no causal link. It's far more likely those with low analytical skills, which correlates with lower education, just tend to conform to the cultural norm, whether that's religiosity or secularism.
Fundamentalist beliefs and conservative Protestant affiliation both have significant and substantial negative influences on educational attainment.
This is a fallacy known as a faulty generalization. If you look at the article, it takes you to this study, which only looked at fundamentalist beliefs, not religiosity in general. In the field of sociology, fundamentalism is only one type of religiosity. And I have argued for years that fundamentalism is harmful, but fundamentalists nowhere near represent the majority of religious thinkers, let alone those with an intrinsic orientation. So you can't generalize from the effects of fundamentalism alone.
But you said Christian God really wants his people to be educated, right? Why don't his people want that for themselves?
Once again, every culture has people with low education and low analytical intelligence. Those people just tend to conform to the cultural norm. There's nothing inherent in Christians or Christianity that leads people to have less intelligence. Your original claim was that Christianity makes people stupid.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Here's the clip.
I'm just saying that the religion is geared to make people stupid or keep them stupid. I said the goal of Christianity is to try and keep people stupid.
Which has the same inherent meaning as saying the religion results in making people stupid, but okay.
Right, correlation doesn't always equal causation, but there's a lot of correlation going on here.
Which, again, was already accounted for using peer-reviewed data.
Look at all the Christian nationalists that are trying to ban books, ban history.
Actually, research has already demonstrated in a multivariate analysis that if one is more religious and attends church more, they're less likely to become a Christian nationalist. So if you want less nationalism, you should be encouraging those on the right to become more religious. Oh, and by the way, this would increase care for the environment.
Yeah, you flashed a bunch of little tiny text up on a screen and then showed me a bunch of Christian books.
They're not Christian books. You didn't even bother to check, did you? Let's take one, for example. The editor is Ronald Numbers, who is a self-described agnostic. The chapter I'm referring to was written by Noah J. Efron, who is not a Christian, and he says that Christianity was crucial for the development of science.
Sorry, I think that they might have a little bit of a bias, and I'm not going to read those.
Yeah, we know you don't like to read anything that doesn't confirm your biases.
I mean, I could do that too. Here's a paper saying that I'm completely right and you're completely wrong, so checkmate, I guess.
The difference is I'm citing academic, peer-reviewed research from experts in their field. You're frantically Googling articles to support your confirmation bias, and what is behind you appears to be the plot points from the movie The Dark Knight.
Very poor choice of words.
And you want us to believe you've done all this research to support your claim that Christianity is geared to make people stupid. Even the article you cited does not conclude that becoming religious is like getting addicted to a drug.
See, now you're drawing conclusions that I didn't say.
Here's the clip of what you said.
That's why a lot of 12-step programs like AA use religion. They just want you to trade one addiction for another.
So yes, you did compare religiosity to what it's like to be addicted to drugs. Just like listening to music often is good for you and also feels good.
Yeah, I've never seen the 12-step program that says you need to use music to treat addiction.
Because, as I already explained, religiosity has been shown to lead to more self-control, less depression, and more pro-social behavior. I never argued music would lead to those things. God directly told Adam to not eat from the tree, and what would happen?
Only God told them that they would die if they so much as touched the tree. But they didn't, so God lied.
You know, it would take you less than a minute to just check the text. You know that, right? Eve said they were not allowed to touch the tree, but God never said that. Read Genesis 2. And scholars like John Walton and Robert Alter have noted the Hebrew in Genesis 2 more refers to being doomed to die, not instantly dying, which is what happened in Genesis 3. They were doomed to die. You would have known this if you would have just watched this video.
Are you really going to look at me with a stone face and accuse me of believing in something without evidence?
Yeah, because you've already demonstrated that's the case for all of us. You're doubling down on your baseless claim that Christianity is geared to make people stupid, even though you've given no evidence to back this up, so you believe it's true without evidence. You said all these books are Christian books, which is blatantly false, but you believe that's true without evidence. So yes, you do believe in things without evidence. If you were not putting your feelings above the facts, which is what you're projecting onto us, you would just admit you made a mistake and move on. But here you are still defending your rude and baseless claim.